Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are in the world. I hope you had a nice day or you will have one. I know, I wasn't very diligent of uploading videos like I promised, and I just realized that I might break my promise in the future as well because yeah, as I just figured out I won't have as much time as I thought I would. So I'm really sorry if I don't upload videos every Tuesday, but I'm trying my best. Now, about the Hungarian subtitle, there is a slight problem with that. It takes too much time. I'm still doing my previous videos Hungarian subtitle, and I already worked on it 5 hours at least. So it takes a long time, and especially nowadays I just cannot fit it into my daily routine, but I'm trying my best. But I was actually thinking of doing English videos and Hungarian videos as well, so they can overlap. So those who speak English can watch my English videos, and those who speak Hungarian can watch my Hungarian videos. They will be about almost the same content. Now this video is not going to be in Hungarian. It's a special video. I wasn't planning on this at first, but then I saw the comments below my first video about how I got my KGSP scholarship, and many people were asking questions about various aspects, and there were some of you who were asking for some tips of how to write the personal statement and the study plan, which is pretty fair to ask because it's not easy. I remember I didn't even know how to start it, so I was googling like what should it contain, what's the structure of it, etc. So I did quite a research of how to write it. So yeah, I know it's not easy. So all of these questions were totally fair, and since the undergraduate application for KGSP comes closer, so I thought that it would be pretty helpful for you guys who want to apply for either the undergraduate or later on in February for the graduate scholarship, that if I talk about how I did my essays for the scholarship. So first of all, you have to write a personal statement of 1 A4 page. And what to write there? I wrote personal stuff. As the title says, personal statement. You have to write about yourself, but not like about your favorite pet or your favorite movie, but more like in an academical way. I started from my elementary school ages, talking about my passion and how I figured out that I want to do PhD and that I want to learn more. So I went chronologically, one event by one event, and then I just try to use fancy words, just use fancy words, because that means that you can speak good English. It's kind of, just use synonyms, use less good or very, and more like not very good but extremely, or these kind of words. It is really useful, and it makes your text, your essay, more interesting and fancy. Well, after that, it's worth to include in your personal statement some lot about your studies, your researches, your publications if you had any, your scholarships during your university years if you had any, like scholarship including travel, not like financial scholarship, of course. Now, if you did have researches or publications, it's worth to mention their title and shortly introduce what it was about. And it's very important that you try to connect your studies with Korea somehow, even though it wasn't about it. when you write about your studies, you can mention that you've heard maybe in Korea there are more opportunities at the university to study this or research that and that. At least that's what I did. But of course it's not 100% that it's needed. It's just I think they would love to read about that, how Korea can contribute to your studies, because that's hypothetically that's why you want to come here, right? And after that you like I wrote also about my career, because I worked like 2 years before coming here, and I wrote about how much this career helped my path, helped my studies. I really learned a lot from my previous job, and I just wrote about how it helped me and how it helped me realize what I am really interested in studying. And I just bound it together with Korea somehow. At the end I was kind of mentioning why is this scholarship a good opportunity for me, and why am I good enough to get it? Like, how can it help me to evolve in my career? You can highlight during the personal statement, you can highlight your strength, what you're good at. You can mention your language skills, you can mention any types of competitions you participated, like I participated in a public speaking competition, so I mentioned that. And I'm also a member of Toastmasters, which is a club worldwide which helps people to practice public speaking skills and leadership skills. So I also put that in my personal statement. So it should be about you, but in a professional way, if you know what I mean. So try to grab the essence of introducing yourself in an interesting way, which has a connection to Korea, because it's important. You have to find that small binding piece of why should they choose you to come to Korea to study instead of someone else. The second essay is just a half A4 page. You don't have to write a full page, just a half one, about your goals and study plan. Now here the best way is just write about your studies. Write about what type of field you wanna go into. Like, for example, for me it was marketing, economics and business. So write about that, and why, like, just state white in black what you want to research, even though if you are not sure yet. I'm pretty sure you already have something in your mind, so just write that. It's very important. Just write, because if you write I don't know yet, that's not really convincing. So just write what you have right now in your mind. Write about the researches you plan to conduct. What type of research is analytical, empirical, historical, whatever. Write it there. It will look good. It will look like you know what you want to do, even if you don't. Other than that, it's good if you write about the fields which you are interested in, and these fields just try to find here the bond as well with Korea. Like in my case, it was business, like international cultural behavior, like business behavior, business etiquette. And it's, like Europe, Korea, Europe, Asia, it's like pretty far, so it has a totally different business etiquette. So it's evident that like doing the research here as a European person can help me to really find those connecting pieces in this research or in this field. And apart from that, I can also suggest you to write year by year what you plan to do at the university. Like at the beginning, you will have to obviously study a lot, and go to classes, lectures, and help your professor with the researches. And you can write that down there, that you plan to do this research with your professor, or you plan to help to your professor, you plan to learn a lot from your professor, and then the next year what you plan to do, and the third year, if you have a third year like me, but if you're just like a master student, you have to do this year by year based on what a master student does, because that's basically the idea of a study plan. Just be as specific as you can. This is really important. And just wrap it up at the end. And really, that's it. Just fly away with words, with expressions, with your thoughts. It doesn't matter if you are not going to write the exact same research, or if you're not going to be in the exact same field of study. It's important that you have to show that right now you have an image of what you want to do there, when, how, who will help you, and just summarize it. And there you got your study plan. And the third essay you have to write is about the future plan and study. So what happens after you finish, and how will you benefit from this scholarship and from studying in Korea. This is something which depends on you, but that's for sure that you have to write about how both of the countries can benefit from you studying here. So after the study, do you plan to go home and work there? If yes, what? And how will your studies help in that? Or if you wanna stay in Korea, why? And why is it important for you to stay in Korea? How does Korea benefit from your efforts there? So you have to do the reasoning. The reasoning is very important, and you have to do smart reasoning. Basically, in these essays, you have to sell yourself to the country, to the scholarship committee. You have to convince them that you are the perfect person to get this scholarship and get here and study here, because then you can, I don't know, be the binding, the key between the two countries, yours and Korea. For example, in my case, I think that after I finish my studies, I will be able to help the business connections between Korea and Hungary. Just be positive and know your values and sell your values in the best possible way, and try to do it in a way which is appealing to Korea itself as well. This is the core concept of writing good essays for the scholarship. At least that's what I did, and I did the scholarship, but obviously I don't know the exact reason why. But I think, as I talked to other GKS students, we all agree on that it's very important that you reason, and you reason well, and that you sell your values, you sell your ideas to the scholarship committee or to your embassy, or to your university. I don't know which track you will choose. If you have any questions, I'm still happy to answer them all like I did before. I will check the application if it's open already, and then just put the link below in the description. Otherwise, I wish you good luck, guys, because I know that the application process will take a lot of time, and not just, I don't just mean writing the application, I mean waiting for the results. It's going to be very nerve-wracking, I know, but if you do everything you can, you will get it. You will get what you want, and I hope I will meet you guys here in Korea after a half a year or next year. Just ask me anything, and if you haven't yet, just subscribe to my channel. The subscribe is here, up there. Thank you that you were here with me today, and sorry that I missed 2 Tuesdays to upload video. I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, also give me a thumbs up, or if not, just give me this. But then you have to write why you didn't like my video. Just let me know. I like every kind of constructive criticism. So thank you again. Bye.